everyone. So, I've just had another mental health person from the crisis team come round with some more meds from yesterday that were prescribed yesterday by the guy who came yesterday. And I spoke to the guy quite a while today. Basically, there's now going to be an inquiry going on about why I've been left for so long. They're looking at all the records, they're looking at all the phone calls, they're listening to all the phone calls where I've begged for help and no one's contacting me back. They're looking at how long I've been left on the wait list and how little times I've been contacted. They're looking back over my records of everything, basically, and doing an internal inquiry thing about medical negligence. And yeah, they've got everything. Basically, they're saying, like, I should never have been left to get to this point. And in all the years of being under the mental health team and being in and out of psych hospital loads of times, I've never actually had any kind of therapy to deal with the stuff. And he's basically just saying, you know, like a pot that's boiled over with all this trauma and stuff, and like, no wonder, because no one's ever actually sat and gone through it with you. You've talked and stuff like that, but you've never actually had any proper therapy or anything like that in all the years. And obviously, again, they've looked at what's happened to me, because there's records, obviously, and it's a lot. So they're going through statements and things like that of what's actually happened, so they know it's all real, right? All the murder and death and stuff I've seen. So yeah, they know what everything. Then like there's, yeah, they're saying I should never have been left. Basically, I'm a high priority case, no matter what. But the fact that, like, whenever I've rung and asked for help, even like when I rang and asked for help, and they said we're going to send the they sent the paramedics and stuff like that. There's even like me going, well, I'm not ringing again, I'll never ring again. And I didn't, and there's proof of this and proof of that. I'm not doing any of this. This is them. I'm not. I just said I've been left, and it's got to this point, sort of thing. But now everybody's taking it super seriously, and there's like just people basically just rallying around me from there, and also doing this inquiry thing as to how this has happened and how someone with my needs has been left, full stop, but someone who has actually rang and begged, crying, listening to all the tapes, because they're obviously kept records, so they're listening to the tapes of me crying, begging for help, and then being promised that I will be helped, and then never being called back, and they've got the records of all this. So yeah, it's a bit crazy. Like, something's prescribed more medication now, which I've said I don't really want to take, because I don't want to be a zombie, obviously. The guy that came today was really nice. One yesterday was a bit like edgy about, but he seems to have like done dum 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 dum, just like, yes, he was all business sort of thing, but he's gone away and done everything and more. And like, he phoned today, the guy phoned a psychologist while he was here, like FaceTime, so sort of thing, and she straight away was like, no, he said, I just want to make sure Gemma, she's like, yeah, don't worry, four people in the last 2 days have contacted me about Gemma, like, I'm not saying my last name obviously, about Gemma, so don't worry, she's right here, like, we're having meetings about her and stuff like that. But it's just staying out of hospital. I do not want to go back into hospital. I think they'd rather I did go back into hospital, but at the same time, they're saying they don't blame me, and I am actually probably better off staying out of hospital. But I think they'd rather I went in, sort of thing, but I'm not going to, no way. so yeah, it's like, it's kind of gone from one extreme to another really, being ignored, begging for help, and no one listening and no one doing anything, and being told I'm under the crisis team, and knowing I'm not really, because I know what it's like to be under the crisis team, and then being under the crisis team, and now it's like I'm under a microscope. It kind of feels like that. And now all this stuff's going on behind the scenes about me as well. That's like crazy. What the fuck then? Can I sue you motherfuckers? Like, because you're saying all this shit about medical negligence and all this stuff, and there's inquiries going on about how you've let me get to this point, how you've not helped me, how you've just left me for years and years, and haven't had medical review and medication review in like 9 years, haven't seen a psychiatrist in like 13 years or something, right? All this stuff is all stuff that they're now, yeah, and all the times that I've called crying for help, literally, and I've been promised a phone call or whatever, and they haven't done it, and obviously not having even a worker since before COVID. So all of this stuff is now being dealt with, and that feels like all that's going on there, and then I'm like having these visits and stuff. And today he was much more gentle. He was a lovely, very gentle guy, really nice, talked, that didn't rush me. Yesterday felt rushed, but like I said, he has gone away, and dum 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 dum, everything's been dealt with. Like, yeah, so he's kind of, and then I'm obviously being seen again tomorrow, and next day, and so on and so on and so on. But yeah, so that's like the update with my mental health, being under crisis team right now. But they're also speaking to the doctors at the surgery because they've let me down. They're talking to the hospital because they've let me down. I should have, with epilepsy, brain scans every 3 years. I haven't had a brain scan for about 15. So all these things where I've just been like let down and dropped, and yeah, basically all of this stuff, my bowel, my disease, they've just kind of dropped me. They haven't phoned me. Like, been there on a year, and you can say, yeah, I said I didn't want to have a TPN, I didn't want this and that, but it doesn't matter. They should still be keeping tabs on me, basically, and phoning me, etc. And they aren't. So yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, like, about me that I'm not necessarily involved with. So that's kind of crazy. But all I care about is just getting the help that I need, really, because, like, I'm fucked and I'm falling and I don't want to fall any further. And like I said, I've been hiding it on here. I've been hiding it everywhere, really. Like, only Mike sort of known the truth. And me being, like, so bad, like, absolutely mentally fucked, like, fucked. So yeah, I come on here and I piss around and I joke and I mess around and I try and be Gemma, because I don't like this withdrawn fucking thing that I am at the moment. Because me as a person, Gemma, I'm an idiot that sing, dance, I don't give a shit where I am in the street, whatever. And at the moment I'm doing that on here, whatever, but I'm not actually. I'm like a recluse. I'm not even like, I won't speak to anyone, I won't nothing. So I'm even hiding, like, from him. I'm not really answering messages from people and stuff like that. I'm being really bad, so I'm sorry about that. Especially Kylie. I love you, Kylie, and I'm really sorry I'm being a shit friend at the moment, because you've got loads going on. I love you. So yeah, I feel like I'm just letting everybody down at the moment. Everyone, family, everyone, Mike and the kids. I feel like I'm just like letting everyone down, and to the point of even on hair, like Kylie and stuff. Like, so yeah, let's see what happens again tomorrow, and I'll keep you posted. Anyway, always be kind. Peace.